Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We finally unlocked Old Naxxramas. Now we must head to Stratholme and finally unlock access to the original Naxxramas. So, let's get into it. So yes, welcome back to part 2 of our unlocking Naxxramas and then the further secrets of Old Naxxramas. For that, we of course needed Naxxramas. That was all done in part 1. If you want to know how to unlock this little totem, there's a link in the description and this will be part of that playlist. But yeah, now that we've unlocked Old Naxxramas, we need to head inside. As you can see here, we're going to need to head to Rattlegaw's room. And in there is a cracked Argent Dawn commission. Now, I will say this, if you have done loads of the Argent Dawn stuff back in the day, potentially this item won't actually be there for you. Instead, you want to head to the Quartermaster near Lighthope's Chapel, and there they will just give you the ability to be able to do everything we're going to do here. So don't worry if you do come here, you did all of this in the past and you can't see this for some reason, just head to the Quartermaster, which we will get to in a second, or if you want, hit the little timestamp thing and it will take you to that section of the dungeon so you can skip all of this bit. So yeah, we're here just above Rattlegaw's room, we're cleaning up the dragons, we've turned green. We're now going to head downstairs. Now, when you get to Rattlegaw's room, literally what we want is the pile to the left. Right as we go, so we're going to go through the door, into Rattlegaw's room, left-hand side, that's the pile we need there. But first, we're going to clear the room out. Okay, that's done. The wonders of editing. Now, right at the top of the pile, it's difficult to see, but there you go. That is our cracked Argent Dawn commission. So we're going to click on that. Job done. We now have it in bags. Now, there's nothing we can do with this. We need certain items beforehand. We're going to, again, through the power of editing, jump to the auction house and buy these items. You can take this with you beforehand, and then you're going to skip a load of this time because I'm going to need to now create this item. Then, oh the joys, we're going to have to head back and kill the final boss of Naxxramas. So yeah, all you need to do is buy the items. If you just hover over, easy for me to say, if you just hover over the actual cracked Argent Dawn commission, it will tell you all the items you're going to need. Once you've created it, simply make sure you've got it equipped. That way we can get Scourge Stones and all that good stuff, and that's going to be very important come the end of this video. But I'm jumping ahead of ourselves. So we're back into Old Naxxramas, and this can be a little bit tricky, especially if you've never done this before, you don't know how it works. So normally what will happen is you will run into this boss room, the final boss is there, you kill them, and it's peace out. But you will notice there's a number of doors. There's 3 at the lower level, and there's 3 at the upper level. You actually, in the old version, have to kill everything in there. You need to kill the elites, and you need to kill the little mini-bosses. Once you've done that, so you can see here, I've skipped ahead, I've done all the other rooms. Once you've done that, so you've killed that last mini-boss, when we head back outside, you will actually see that the final boss has appeared. Now, because we have our repaired commission in, when we actually finally get there, it's going to take us longer to run to the boss than it is to kill it. But when we do finally get there, we kill the boss, you will actually notice that there is a special item that we get, plus this nifty achievement. Whoop whoop. But if we loot the boss, you'll see there's this item there. That unlocks a quest, which we need to go and hand in. And that is at none other than Lighthope Chapel, over in Eastern Plaguelands. Now, this is the bit where you can kind of skip to if you've already done the whole Argent Dawn thing back in the day. You don't need to go and get the cracked Argent Commission. I should finish that. You don't need to go and get any of that. You literally can just come to here and sort of start the quest line that, oh my god, the dead are rising, it's happening all over again. The guy you're going to talk to is the Quartermaster. He's basically going to say, no, we dealt with the Scourge. What do you mean you found remnants of the Scourge still roaming around? Oh my god, this is awful. And then it's going to say to you, nothing. Because once you've handed this in, you basically unlock the ability to then regain Scourge Stones and to hand them in. And it's a repeatable thing you can do over and over again. As you'll see, the question mark will turn blue, and we can keep handing them in. So, what do we do after this? Where are we going? Is it back to Naxxramas yet again? No! In fact, it is not. We are heading to the gates of Stratholme. Yeah, not the Culling of Time version, I will say that. We want to go to the Eastern Plaguelands version, just Stratholme, not the Culling or anything like that. So let's just head there now. Okay, so here we are outside the gates of Stratholme. Now this one's going to be a little bit weird because we're not looking for a specific mob. What we need are two things. We need the Ward of Naxxramas, which is going to drop from the Eye of Naxxramas, and we need some holy water from Stratholme. Now holy water is easy enough. That can just be found in crates. You can see here, there's one glowing just over there, which we're going to go and get. Please ignore my awful bag management. I've been running around all day doing different things, farming different stuff, and yeah, bag management is not looking good. But anyway, we need to make sure we pick this water up, and then we need to go back to farming mobs over and over and over and over again to eventually try and find the ward that we are seeking. I spent a long time looking for this, not going to lie. Eventually, you can see it drops. We gain our Naxxramas ward. Now we are ready for the final challenge, and this is a fun one. So here we're at the steps before the final boss in Stratholme. And what we need to do is we don't go through the door, we don't open it up. No. We use our ward. Then you will see over by this gate a portal appears. We then get our holy water and we throw it at the portal. If that's been done correctly, then two things are going to happen. One, you're going to get this region-wide yell, basically saying, the living are in here, oh no. And the other, far more important than that, is you're going to get this 5-minute debuff. Basically what that means is you have to go from here, which is where the portal was located, all the way through Stratholme, into the undead side of Stratholme, the whole thing's undead, and then up finally to Lord Rivendell, kill him, which will open the portcullis. Then you could go and face the final creature of Naxxramas. Now, I will say, I went and killed all the bosses, and then went in and killed all their acolytes, because that's just what I'm used to. Did mean that, and I wasn't going particularly fast, but it did mean that I was particularly tight on time, shall we say? Because I'm going to let the timer speak for itself. We'll pull it up on the screen when we get towards the end. But I will say, don't try and be flashy and think, aha, what I'm going to do is clear everything first, then go and do the whole water ward thing of Naxxramas, and then I'll have a free run through. Because it's been reported in several places that if you do that, then it won't class that you've basically completed this against the timer, and you'll fail. Which is frustrating when you've got this far. Okay, so we're about to head into the final area where we're basically going to confront Lord Rivendell. But first, we have to kill these giant abominations, which they're so spread out, it takes so much time. And when you're against the timer, and we're going to get seriously against the timer very soon, yeah, it takes a while. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get a mini boss or a boss appear here. We kill the boss. Then you need to hightail it to this door. Kill everything that comes through there. That will then get you the next set of mini bosses, whatever you want to call it. When we're at this level, everything's kind of trivial. But there, that's the next set of bosses. That means the doors are open. That means once we've killed them, we can actually get to the Lord at the very bottom. Else these doors are locked and you can't do it. That's done. No mount, sod you game. On we go. The timer is getting really tight, and I was completely unaware of how close we actually were. But we ignore this outside. We go to this gate that was locked where those ads appeared from. We need to get right up against the grate. You can see me here try and use my commission. I was like, I know I need to use the commission somehow. No, the timer is ticking down. Just step as close as you can to the bars, then this extra action button will appear. Click it, really close to time. Kill the ad, job done. Deep breath, now we can head back, hand this quest in, and finally get to Naxxramas. Now, I've said quest, but that is slightly misleading, because we in fact just need to find somebody, anybody, that will help us deal with the situation we find ourselves in. That person is Archmage Angela de Santos, and she is normally located in Light's Hope Chapel. But if, like me, you've done absolutely none of the storyline, then she will in fact be found to the south in a location called Tyr's Hand, which is a kind of former city that's been taken over by the undead. But DeSantos and two of her colleagues will be found in the archway, in the doorway before you go into the city itself, waiting there to talk to us. There won't be a quest mark or anything like that. You're simply just going to have to go up to her and then try to hurriedly explain the situation, what's happened at Scholomance, at Stratholme, and everything else. At that point, she would then say, oh my god, that's awful, we need to do something, we need to get to Naxxramas and find out what's going on. So you would then need a number of items to create a spell to portal us there. These items are easily found off the auction house. It's not a big deal. The last component, which may be a struggle for some, is reputation. Worry not. If you head to the bridge leading between Western and Eastern Plaguelands, there is a caravan there and a person called Fiona. If you follow that quest line all the way along, then you will end up with Revered with the Argent Dawn. It doesn't take that long, so there's a good jump around. Now, get our items from the auction house. To say the orbs and everything else, nice and easy to get. That's not a big deal. Whew, as you can see, I don't actually have my reputation there, but I got all that sorted. Let's not worry about that. Yeah, don't follow and make the mistakes I made. We hand this quest in, and then for some strange reason, we're just kind of told, oh yeah, the portal's now open, go for it. We've got our achievement. The portal, by the way, is all the way back by Stratholme. You're not really told that. It's not marked anywhere. So yeah, that's where it is on the map. This now, once clicked, will teleport us to old Naxxramas. That is part 2 out of the way. Deep breath, we still have part 3 inside Naxxramas itself to come. But that's enough from me. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe for more of these ramblings. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Ladies, everyone.